What is up, all my lovely subjects? It's your Royal Highness Sing King here, and today I am giving you a story time about how I got into Asking Alexandria. So, Asking Alexandria was a band that my sister listened to. Megan is still into Asking Alexandria. She still loves Asking Alexandria. Pretty much how I was introduced to Asking Alexandria, how I found out about them, it was when Megan was living with my brother and his ex-girlfriend, who me and Megan technically count as our sister. And it was the day of my elementary school graduation, and I was spending the night at their apartment with all three of them. And Megan played 3 songs for me. The Final Episode, Not the American Average, and A Prophecy, in that order. So the first song I heard was The Final Episode. And that's the song that both got me scared of Asking Alexandria and into Asking Alexandria. Which is strange, because it's kind of like my thing with Chiodos that I told you guys a long time ago. Like, my whole thing with Chiodos was like, the first song I heard by them is the song that got me scared of them and into them, which was Is It Progression If a Cannibal Uses a Fork? Anyway, let's go through the Asking Alexandria albums and see what I know. Let's start with the Life Gone Wild EP. I know A Single Moment of Sincerity, Not the American Average. I Was Once, Possibly, Maybe, Perhaps a Cowboy King, and Breathless. My favorite song from this is, there's a different version. Like, my favorite Asking Alexandria song is definitely Not the American Average, but it's not the one from the Life Gone Wild EP, because it's a different version from, like, there's a version of Not the American Average on their Life Gone Wild EP, and then there's also one on the Stand Up and Scream album. But my favorite song from the Life Gone Wild EP would definitely be I Was Once, Possibly, Perhaps. I Was Once, Possibly, Maybe, Perhaps a Cowboy King. Stand Up and Scream. What do I know from Stand Up and Scream? I know Alarian, The Final Episode, A Candlelit Dinner with Inamorta, Hey There Mr. Brooks, If You Can't Ride 2 Horses at Once, You Should Get Out of the Circus, A Single Moment of Sincerity, Not the American Average, I Used to Have a Best Friend But Then He Gave Me an STD, A Prophecy, and I Was Once, Possibly, Maybe, Perhaps a Cowboy King, and When Every Day's the Weekend. And obviously my favorite song from this album is Not the American Average. From Reckless and Relentless, I know... Let's see. I know To the Stage, Someone Somewhere, Breathless, Another Bottle Down, Reckless and Relentless, and Morte a Dabo. My favorite song from this album is definitely Reckless and Relentless. That song is awesome. From Death to Destiny album, I don't know that much from this album, I think. I know Killing You, The Death of Me, and Moving On. Out of those 3, my favorite would be The Death of Me. So, yeah. The Black. I know 4 songs from The Black. I know Let It Sleep, The Black, I Won't Give In, and Undivided. And my favorite song from the Black album would either be Let It Sleep or I Won't Give In. Originally, it was I Won't Give In, but then I really got into Let It Sleep, and now I can't decide if my favorite song from the Black is Let It Sleep or I Won't Give In. I know everything from Asking Alexandria's self-titled album, but I'm not a huge fan of the self-titled Asking Alexandria album. But I really love Alone in a Room. Alone in a Room is my favorite song from the self-titled Asking Alexandria album. So I know Alone in a Room, Into the Fire. Well, I like Alone in a Room, Into the Fire, Hopelessly Hopeful, and Where Did It Go? Those are my 4 favorite songs from the self-titled Asking Alexandria album, even though I know the whole thing. Because it's honestly not Asking Alexandria's best album. I mean, it's better than the Black, but I don't know. I mean, I don't have a favorite Asking Alexandria album because obviously I don't know everything that they have released, but yeah. So if my TV will stop being weird. What's going on with my TV? I think it might be this remote. I'm trying to get this thing to work. Okay, this happens sometimes. Sometimes my TV will like turn itself on and off. Well, off and then on pretty much. Okay, let's go back into YouTube here. Come on. Simple Creatures. Simple Creatures. That's a new band that Alex Gaskarth and the lead singer of Blink-182 made, Mark Hoppus. I'm not doing them yet because I'm not going to be doing a story time about Simple Creatures for a long time because they have one song that they just released yesterday. I'm gonna do Broken Side next week. So yeah, I'll do a rant next week and then tell you guys how I got into Broken Side. So this has been Sing King. I will see all of my lovely subjects in my next video.